So we've arrived incredibly enough at this symbol here on this perfect path of truth. And here we have this viper that has appeared to us. It's no accident. Of course, they're trying to put this being into these four dimensions: length, width, height, in time, the 4D. They're trying to put him into a carbon vessel, a material body. And of course, all that is connected with what? Genetics, DNA, which is exactly the symbol that we see being fulfilled here with these stairs. And it's no accident that the DNA helix is considered a winding stairway. And it's no accident that these pyramids are associated with legends of places where men go to be made gods. And one example of one very famous pyramid in Mesoamerica, right outside of Mexico City, the Pyramid of the Sun, the Pyramid of the Moon, a place called Teotihuacan, which literally means the place where men go to become gods. Once again, associated with these pyramids, associated with this stairway. And then if you understand what's going on with this obsession with the elites have this obsession with what? Bloodlines. Bloodlines is what? Genes. Genes is what? DNA. And then DNA is this stairway to heaven. It ends up being this obsession with them believing that through this mastery of the genetics, through this mastery of the DNA, they can become gods. That they can divert the spiritual path and employ the material science that has been given to them by deceptive spiritual beings. And they've taken the bait, hook, line, and sinker. And we see it being displayed to us, once again, in every imaginable way. So this path, this genetic, this DNA ladder that the elites so tirelessly working in the light, or in the shadow, I guess I should say, of the occult, have created this condition to bring about this being. As we see with CERN, what have they done? They found this supposed spirit brick. They found a God particle. They didn't find God, but what they're telling you is they found a way to create divinity, to construct and build something of divine origin. What's exactly what we see with this understanding of the 666? This mark of the beast, who is to become a man, all connected to what? Genes and genetics. So before we go any further with this understanding of showing you that these symbolisms here to bring this viper, this serpent into our world in material form, it takes this knowledge, this control of the genetics, of which obviously right now they have. Well, before we go any further on that, let's show you how it connects further with this understanding of Dan. Dan, the name Dan means judge, but the letters of Dan can be rearranged to spell DNA. And that's no accident. You know why? Because who is Dan? Well, if you follow the channel, you understand that Dan represents these demigods. Dan represents Hercules. Dan represents Gilgamesh. Dan represents Samson. Dan represents these heroes of old, these ancient demigods, these hero kings. In other words, the sons of God of Genesis 6. This living descendancy of heroes that now is dwelling as this supposed master race underneath our earth, that are just waiting to appear at the time, as this time becomes right for them. Of course, of which the elite on the surface are working for, to bring them about, in which when they come about, they're going to work further to bring about this fallen prince. So Dan, it's no accident. The name Dan forms DNA, which represents what? The union, the cross-gening of the sons of God with daughters of men. Of course, with this spirit form and this material form, the material daughters, and then the spirit sons of God. This knowledge of the spirit being unified with these material daughters. And there we have Dan.